Alright, so we have the new official trailer for Sonic the Hedgehog. I guess, like, technically the second trailer after they've redone stuff. New Sonic design. So let's go ahead and look at it. I've seen what the actual design looks like on a poster before, so it'll be interesting to see it like in motion. Definitely looks I think a little less like jarring, I would say. Like the first design was, I think, just kind of jarring, like how it looked, and probably way more approachable to, I would say, the main audience that I my guess for the movie main audience, probably kids. Because while there are a lot of really, older Sonic fans at this point, like myself, I feel like maybe, going forward, using this design will make it a little more appealing for kids. So, let's take a look.
I'm Sonic, a little ball of super energy in an extremely handsome package. On my planet, people were always after my powers, so I came to yours. It gets a little lonely, but that's okay.
Oh, he's reading the Flash.
I am living my best life on
Playing
Earth.
ping pong with himself.
Ow!
Oh, he's gonna play all the positions, probably. Yep.
Also Sonic. Ugh, I can't with that guy. Uh-oh.
Oh, he has like
Why are you hiding out
a
of my
miniature
garage?
ring that he
Cover
can
for me.
make
If
into a
they steal
bigger.
my power, they could conquer the universe. You have to help me.
No, I don't.
Please, it's life or death.
Good morning, my rural chum.
Mr. Dr. Robotnik, I'm going to give you 5 seconds to tell me where it is.
Wait, don't hurt him. Road trip?
This can't be happening to me.
Oh my God, stop the car right now.
What?
The world's largest rubber band ball? We gotta see it.
No, this is not some fun family road trip.
You're right. It was lame. Gift shop was cool, though.
Whatever this creature is, I'm going to uncover the source of its power.
Yeah, hey.
I just thought you might like a latte with steamed Austrian goat milk.
Of course I want a latte.
Oh, I think
the way you make them!
We gotta lay low.
I think this
show
is
you how
like
it's done.
yeah, this is
get
like
outta here?
some kind of remix for the
I
trailer
wanna
on
do
this
this.
song.
Nailed it. Uh-oh. Let's go. Here comes the boom.
How are you not dead?
I have no idea.
Oh, give me a big, fat break! That was an
Yeah, you can tell.
Aw, this one is cute.
Yeah,
Let's
it's like
keep
there's
him.
almost like an 8-bit like
You've got car insurance, right?
like
Why would you throw your
Sound
life
on
away
that.
for this silly little alien?
Good time.
He's my friend.
Let's go! This is my power. And I'm using it to protect my friends.
there it is. He throws the little ring out and it creates the like ring portal.
So, you're supposed to be Tom's best friend that he won't shut up about.
That's
Well,
a
I don't
dog.
see the appeal. That is very gross. Let's go!
Film not yet rated is what it says there, but I would say, compared to like that joke in the last trailer, I like wouldn't be surprised if this is, like I said, I think that it's gonna appeal the most to kids, or at least that's what they're like trying to appeal to, because while people who like Sonic will appreciate the redesign that they did, and I'll say like hats off need to go to like the people who actually work on that stuff, because like, look, even if you're a Sonic fan, this is what I'll say, if you're like a Sonic fan, you probably like aren't expecting much out of this movie. Like that, I would assume that's how most of them are gonna go about this whole thing. So like, you know, maybe you can like appreciate the fact that like they are definitely trying to make it look more like the actual character. They're trying to reference like source material more with it, which again, like I said, hats off need to go to like the people who actually went back and put more time into to work on that, because like they definitely had to put like way more work into that. So that doesn't happen that much with movies, so I think like that's the reason why it is kind of surprising that it even did happen. It really doesn't happen that much. They do not usually delay movies like that. A lot of times when stuff like that happens, movies get like canceled completely and then maybe even never happen. But it's a big property, so that wasn't gonna happen. But yeah, it's you know, going back and taking a look.
Always after my power. It gets a little
Where is
lonely.
it here?
The pitcher's mound all.
I heard another song
Can't
here.
with that guy.
Let's see if-
They're coming.
Oh, here it is. Supersonic.
Why are you hiding out in my garage?
They're coming for me. If they steal my power, they could conquer the universe. You have to help me.
No, I don't. Please, it's life or death.
Speaking of supersonic, like I kind of wonder, like, is that gonna be a thing at the end of the movie, or are they gonna like reference his friends? Like, his tail's gonna get referenced, that kind of stuff. I would assume that if like that does happen, since they took the time and they went back and like changed what Sonic looks like, that they will actually change. Like they will actually like kind of use good source material for whatever friends they show and that kind of stuff. I'd imagine Supersonic will look kind of like reference material too. Yeah, I think it's just one of those things where like, you know, I need to ask the question, like, are you guys excited about this movie? I feel like you probably have more people who are fans of Sonic, like, from the games and stuff, than, like, younger kids who maybe they have experience with, like, the newest Sonic game. Or maybe this will be a lot of kids, like, that's the way that I look at it, is that this will be a lot of, like, kids' first experience with Sonic. Because Sonic games overall are more few and far between now than they used to be. And there's a lot of people who maybe don't like the new directions and stuff that they've gone with some of the like newer 3D Sonic games and stuff. So I think a lot of people really didn't like Forces, and you know, there's a lot of people who don't like the 3D Sonic games going like pretty far back, like so. But I think a lot of people really did like what they did with the one before that. So it'll be interesting to see like going forward, like what else they do with it. Like for example, like also like Sonic Boom, like I remember like the game was kind of notoriously known for the glitches and stuff more than like anything else about it. But then they did the animated show, and I heard people praise it. So yeah, it's just one of those things where like, what would most Sonic fans probably like if they did a movie? Most Sonic fans would probably just want like a CGI movie, like all CGI, like no live action or whatever. Like if they had to pick, you know, I think that's what, like probably like what's gonna happen with Mario, you know, like when we eventually get that. But again, it's like they're big properties. Like you're going to see more and more video games. Especially what will happen is if these video game movies do well, kind of like comic book movies, that is when you're going to begin seeing even more companies jump on them. Because, I mean, look what happened with what are the biggest movies now are comic book movies. That's what they are. And I mean, I know there's a lot of them, but there's a reason. So I do think that like you're probably gonna start seeing more video game movies, and there are of course a lot of video game movies that have actually been done in the past. Just they haven't been done very well. They haven't been cast well. They haven't been acted well. They haven't been directed well, written well. Like there's a lot that we've gone through. There's not very many success stories when it comes to that. But to be fair, the same thing happened with comic book movies in the past. So I think you should take this for what it is.
Dr. Robotnik.
The movie will probably be okay. Like it doesn't necessarily look like it'll be absolutely horrible. And I think if anything, even if you know the story ends up not being that good, they did again take the time to go back and like remake what Sonic looks like. So Sonic, I think, compared to before, is bearable to look at. And I think that it looks way more like the actual character. Jim Carrey's gonna do the Jim Carrey thing, man. Like that, he has a very like eccentric, crazy way of playing a bunch of different roles and stuff. So he'll put energy into Robotnik. Now, whether or not Robotnik is like super faithful to the actual character, I don't know. But I think what I will say is like, I think this trailer, like besides the actual redesign for Sonic, I like this trailer more than I like the last one. So
He's my friend.
yeah.
This is my power, and I'm using it to protect my friends.
I noticed that there's not as much like reference to some of the stuff that was in the other trailers, so we'll have to see when the actual movie comes out if you know that stuff is in there. So yeah. But what did you guys think? Let me know. You know, are you excited to see the Sonic movie? What do you think of Sonic's redesign? I said I think it's like you know, obviously more faithful, and it's easier to look at. The last one was like rough a little. I just think the last one was a little too rough. It's one of those things where it's definitely just easier to look at and everything, but again, I think I also think this trailer compared to the last one kind of makes me think that like, well, definitely the main audience is kids with this. So that's why I don't think you're gonna get anything too crazy with the story or anything like that. Just obviously another way to market Sonic to like a new generation. Yeah. But yeah, let me know what you think. Feel free to share in the comments, and have a good one. See you guys next time. Bye.